Welcome to Breaking 16. The next 3 weeks, I'm going to bring you guys along as I attempt to train to break 16 minutes in the 5K at the Philly Run Fest on June 1st, 2025. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this training is going to look like on account of I have never trained for a fast 5K before. My current 5K PR was run during the Philadelphia Love Run in March, and I ran a 16:45. Obviously, I wasn't running as fast as I could there because I was pacing myself for a half marathon. It's still an awesome time, and I'm hoping I can shave off 45 seconds. For this training block and going forward, I'll be working with Run Your Personal Best coaching agency. More specifically, I'll be working with Coach Corey Smith. I found him online. I really liked his social media presence. We have a few things in common, and I really just liked his energy from the conversation we had. So I decided to go with Coach Corey. And yeah, it's been great so far. We are into our first week of training, and we've done mostly easy runs. Obviously, we did one fartlek, but today is my first long run. We're going to do a 13-mile progression. Now, if you're new to running and you don't know the running lingo, because when I first started running, I had no idea what anybody was talking about when they were talking about fartleks, tempos, progression runs. I'm going to try to make this channel as easy to understand as possible and try to explain things where I can. A progression run. Basically, it is a run where you start at an extremely easy pace for you, and then you finish with a fast pace for you. So today for me, I'll start around an 8:15, 8:10 minute per mile pace, and I will work down to a 5:45, 5:40 minute per mile pace, depending on how I'm feeling. If today is an awful day and I'm not feeling that good, I might only work down to 6 minute per mile pace. But in ideal conditions, the weather is beautiful right now. I'm looking to definitely hit the last 2 or 3 miles at like 5:45 to 5:40 minute per mile pace. Now, luckily today I have a videographer with me. Hopefully we're going to have a nice, solid long run. As far as a fueling strategy goes for this morning, I woke up, I had a cup of coffee. I've been drinking some water with some BPN electrolytes. I just had a bagel. I'm going to let that stuff digest, and then I am going to bring 2 gels with me. I'm looking to take the gels like every 15 minutes typically. We'll see how I'm feeling. Every 15 to 20 minutes is typically where I'm trying to take a gel. And luckily I have someone on a bike today, so I will have hydration with me. Also, I'll have a water bottle filled with 2 scoops of G1M Sport, and I'll have my 2 Morton gels. Today's course, we're going to take it down to the very, very popular Kelly Drive MLK loop that's here in Philadelphia. It is about an 8-mile loop, so we'll probably just do one big loop, and then we'll do an out and back to cover what we need to cover. That's typically like one of my favorite places to run. I like to go to Cooper River Park also. I like to run on Forbidden Drive. Today, I want to stay away from anything too hilly. I've been running a lot of trails for my easy days lately. If you follow my Instagram stories, you can see that I spend a lot of time out on the trails. And that's something that I'm adding into my training into this block. Is I'm going to do a lot of my maintenance miles and my recovery runs back on the trails, not only because of the soft surface and, constantly running on pavement and concrete, that impact accumulates over time. It's also going to help because I'm running a lot of up and down, a lot of hills. So before I speak way too much about this, let's go get some miles, guys. All right, y'all, we're in the building. We're gonna do a quick warm up, but these are today's workout shoe. This is the On Cloud Boom Strike. It is one of the top performing performance shoes. And if you can get your hands on these, I highly recommend running your next 5K, 10K, half marathon in these. They got a nice pop to them. Some sizes are hard to get your hands on, but I feel like that's with most good super shoes. So yeah, I'm gonna get warmed up here. My typical warm up is just like some banded exercises, and then yeah, I'll move into some strides. My coach just recently told me to start adding in 3 by 200 meters at like 3K pace. We'll hit some of those right in here. Get ready to rock and roll, and yeah, just have a day, people. We haven't even started the run yet, and we are down a pair of Ray-Bans, so hopefully that is not a sign at how today's run is going to go. All right, guys, we're about 20 minutes in. I'm gonna take my first gel. We got Morton 100s on deck. Throw your gels away, people. It's not that hard. Miles 1 through 3. I started a little bit fast. There were a few factors that played in this. It was a beautiful day and I was excited to get out for my first long run. I was wearing my carbons. My buddy was on a bike next to me. There was a lot of people out, so I was just excited to be out there. So the first quarter mile, I went out there and I was really sticking my foot into the ground and I shouldn't have been. So the first quarter mile I went out way too fast. I had to reel it back in. The next 3/4 of a mile I kind of used to correct. I ended up running an 8-minute mile. And the spread that I wanted for the first 3 miles was an 8-10 minute per mile pace down to a 7:15. Now I'm glad that I held off and I didn't hit a 7:15 because the goal of a progression run is to make sure that you're running easy on the front end so that you have gas in the tank on the back end to hit race pace, or in this case, I wanted to go 10, 15 seconds faster than race pace. So let's check out the next couple miles. Gel number 2. This was the worst part of the love run this last year.
Yeah, because this is like coming this way is like an incline, right?
Yeah, I was just, yeah. Plus, I had just got passed by 2 guys. I went from being in 7th place to 10th place. I'm gonna pop up here, throw this way. You can stay out here. Yes.
Yo, Diplo.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah!
Fun run though, just taking it easy.
Yeah, and you staying for the concert, obviously.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Alright, Brent's got me to sign up for it.
All right, miles 4 through 7. Now I started to get into a groove here. I had taken my first gel at this point and I was feeling really good. Juan and I were starting to figure each other out. He was doing a great job filming, and you know, I was able to just stay locked in, focused while he was doing his thing on the bike. He was carrying my water bottle with some G1M Sport in it, and then I had another gel on deck. So I was fueling with a carb drink and Morton's. That's why I only brought 2 Morton's, because I knew I had another 40 grams of carbs in my water bottle with electrolytes. So yeah, miles 4 through 7 went really good. I hit a 735, a 705, a 650, and a 647. So I targeted those perfectly. I wanted that next section to go from a 715 minute per mile pace down to a 645, and I hit that pretty much on the money. Let's check out some more miles. Miles 8, 9, and 10. Now I'm starting to move from a zone 2 heart rate at this point into a zone 3, which is perfect. This is right where I want to be. The next 3 miles, I hit a 640, a 612, and a 604. So I was cruising right along, and I could see the end in sight at this point. So I really wanted to make sure that I was, you know, progressing the run, but not too quickly. I was feeling nice and fueled. I did a great job carb loading and fueling for this run, because there was no point where I started to feel depleted. I guess for my next long run, I'm gonna bring more water with me, just a regular water bottle. So I'll have like my carbs and a regular water bottle in the backpack, just because I found that, yeah, you need some water to wash down, to double down with the gels and the carb drink. I was getting like a really like cotton mouth or like jelly consistency in my spit. Let's see what happens for the last couple miles.
Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with each step I progress, no less. Go ahead and place your bets, cause we know who we at, we know we top tier. Cause all the hate that you bring, we know it stops here. I'm taking off like a rocket here and stopping here. It's strange how they cannot see the future but see profit here. Wait up, we gon' always win. Promise that that's not a promise, yeah, that is a threat. You know that I promise to bring the team commas. When the whole team win, that's when you flex. Win, and I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again. Tell them I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. We already know that we then watch me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. I ain't taking no loss, no loss, no loss. Look, I'ma always win. I'm winning again and again and again, and it's all on repeat. I'ma just sit at the top 'cause I'm running it, dog. On me, I don't know defeat. Had to get back on the phone. I told them don't play with my name 'cause I know that it rings. They want my spot at the top with the crown and they ask who's a rocket. I tell them it's me. I'ma always win.
Finish strong, baby. We'll cool down back to the car. Take it nice and easy. That was gnarly. Saturday long run in the books, baby. That's it. Fueled by Morton, BPN, and Dark Thoughts. Can't forget those.
He said dark thoughts, good company, and good tunes.
That's all it takes. Yeah. That would be sick though for filming. You know? Your hands free. Shoo! All right, y'all. That is a wrap. 13-mile progression run, baby. Saturdays are for the boys. All right, miles 11, 12, and 13. This is where I started to, put my foot on the gas. We had a 541, a 540, and a 534. Now, a year ago, no, I'm sorry. Now, 2 years ago, I couldn't have imagined running these paces at the end of a run. I couldn't have imagined, being in the position that I'm in now. I'm definitely blessed, and I've definitely put in a lot of hard work to get to where I am. But to be able to finish a run like this at those paces, feeling the way I was feeling, is definitely an amazing feeling, and I'm glad that I've progressed to the point that I'm at right now. So yeah, I finished strong. After talking to my coach though, he definitely said that I pushed too hard at the end of the race. So I definitely need to be a little bit more disciplined. I should have kept it and capped it probably at like 550s towards the end there. Maybe a 545 is fast, just because it takes longer to recover from an effort like this. So, and my legs are sore. So yeah, overall, the run went really well. I'm so stoked to bring you guys along for this training block. We have a big week coming up after this long run, and we're gonna continue to build. And yeah, we're gonna break 16 minutes in the 5K. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Get outside, do something hard today. Let's go.